We were looking at the sentence having a subject. We're looking at a sentence having a subject. Now we are going to look at a sentence has a verb. Let's identify the verbs in the sentence. Okay. So next we are doing, what are the three parts? Subject, verb and object. Now we are going to look at the verb. Okay. I'll write some sentence here and you will identify the verbs in the sentence. The subject of a sentence is followed by, so you know where will the subject be? It is in the beginning of a sentence. The subject is normally followed by a verb. So it's very easy to identify the verb. Okay? And the verb is the most important part of the sentence because it is telling us what is the subject doing. What is happening? What has the subject done to the object? So it's very, you ask all this question, you can find out. Now I'll write down some sentences. The old man, the old man kicked. The old man kicked the dog. And the next one, the snake killed the rat. Next we have, she broke. She broke a plate. And then you have another sentence here. My brother caught a bird. Caught a bird. And finally, I have another sentence. My dad has a dog. Now, we are looking at the verb in the sentence. Now, in this sentence, which is the subject? Old man. Here, the snake. Here, she, the subject. Here, my brother, my dad. Now, this is the subject. What are we looking at? We are looking at the subject, the old man, snake, she, my brother, dad. Now, we know from the last exercise how to identify the subject. Now, you must look at the subject. You must always remember the verb follows the subject. Since you know the subject is the old man, what is the verb? What is the action he's doing? Kicked. So we are going to circle the verbs. What are we doing here? Circle, identify and circle the verbs in the sentence. So we are circle the verbs in these sentences. In these sentences. So we have sentences here and we are supposed to circle the sentences. Which is the subject? The old man. What is the action the old man is doing? The old man kicked. So what is the object here? The object is the dog. The old man kicked the dog. So you have the subject, the verb is circled. What object did he kick? The dog. Okay. Next, circle the verb in the next sentence. The snake killed the rat. What is snake? The subject. What did the snake do? Killed. That's the verb. Action. What action the subject is doing? The snake killed. What is the object here? The object that the snake killed is the rat. Got it? Okay. Next we have she broke a plate. She is the subject. What did she do? She did something. She broke. What object she broke? The plate. So you know how to identify the verb, the action that's going on. Now, in the next sentence, my brother caught a bird, which is the subject. The main person is my brother. The main person. What is he doing? What has he done? He caught. That's the verb. My brother caught what? What is the object he's been catching? The bird, a bird. Here, what is the subject here? My dad. What does he have? He has a dog. That's a verb. He has. What is the object? Dog. Now, let's look at all these sentences, circling the verbs in a sentence. What did we learn? A sentence has a subject, it's got a verb, and it's got an object. So something is done to the object. What is the subject here? The snake. What is the verb? Killed. What is the object here? Rat. What has been done to it? It's been killed. The rat is killed. Now, what is the subject here? She. Where is the verb? Broke. What did she break? What object did she break? Plate. Now, my brother is the subject here. He caught. That is the, caught is the verb. What did he catch? He caught a bird. So that is the object. Subject, verb, object. And here, my dad is the subject here. What does he have? He has. That's the verb. A dog is the object. In every sentence, there is a subject. There is an action done to the object. So you have an object, you have a verb, you have a subject. 3 parts in a sentence. Learning to identify the verb is what we have done now. Now, next what we are going to do is we will underline the objects. Okay? Now you circle the verbs. Okay? Next you can do is underline. Underline the object. We learned we're going to underline the object. We learned there is sentence has got a subject. We learned to circle all the verbs. Verbs are action words. What is the action word? Kicked, killed, broke, caught, has. Now, every sentence has an object. The subject does something to an object. What is the object? Here, the old man kicked the dog. Now, what object? Dog. So you underline. What did the old man do? Old man kicked. Old man is the subject. Verb kicked. Which object? The dog. So you underline the object. The dog. Second sentence, the snake killed the rat. The snake, what did he do? He killed. Where is the object? What is the object the snake killed? The snake killed the rat. Underline the object, rat. The next sentence we have, she broke a plate. The subject, she. What action she do? She did break a plate. She broke. Now, object. What object did she break? Plate. Plate is the object. All right? And the next sentence you have, my brother caught a bird. My brother is the subject. What did he catch? He caught. That is the verb. What? What did he catch? He caught a bird, a bird. A bird, this is the object that he caught. Subject, action, object. And the last sentence we have, my dad has a dog. My dad has an old dog, young dog, a puppy, whatever it is. My dad is the subject. What does he have? He has a dog. What object? What is the object he has? He has a dog. Understood? So now we learned to circle the verbs in this sentence. we learned to underline the object. What else did we learn? A sentence makes complete sense. A group of words that will make complete sense. It begins with a capital letter, it ends with a full stop or question mark or exclamation mark. Now, every sentence begins with a capital letter, every sentence must end with something, question mark or full stop. Every sentence has a subject followed by an action word, that's a verb. Every sentence must have an object, a subject and object. And it is, and the subject follows the action word, that's a verb. So there are three parts to every sentence.